if you can launch a campaign in an hour, well, now maybe it doesn't matter if you need to get $10,000 or $100,000 or $1 million for the success for the attack to be successful. Maybe you now target small organizations, and if you can extract $100 from 1,000 organizations, that's still a successful attack. So it changes the incentives of, well, where does it make economic sense for the attacker to attack, even if the payday is much smaller. A bunch of small paydays is still just as valuable as a big payday.
I
So I don't
think
know. It's just interesting to
no,
kind
no,
of think
no.
about
It is.
other approaches.
It's an excellent observation, actually. Right. In fact, I was doing some work this morning, and I happened to remember the statistic at the top of my head. Right. Um, it it's 74% increase in phishing attacks based on AI. Right, in the last 1 year. Right. It goes back to
Is that 74% increase in phishing attacks or 74% increase of the AI
of the
attack? Or okay,
AI
okay,
based phishing attacks, basically, right? Like where you know typically phishing attacks are not new for us, right? But I
yeah.
think the increase is what my point is, right? I
And how
think
do you
you
know they're
may.
AI?
I think it's in a great question. I think it's in terms of you really 100% don't know, but I think
Hmm.
the suspicion is that when you look at the analysis, right? Like,
Volume, speed,
volume,
those things.
speed,
Hmm.
as well as
Hmm.
the signature, as well as,
Hmm.
some of the, like every company, like IBM has a red team, IBM has a, incident response team, Mandiant has it, Palo Alto, they all have that, right? And we all do research. We all do research on not only the attacks, but also the threat actors and the anatomy of that, looking at the docker. And last year, we saw close to 800,000 mentions of AI in the dark web, but nobody's trying to go and defeat the AI model because you don't need to, right? Um, Ransomwares have come down a little bit. I'm not saying it's right, like because the return on investment is not there.